Hello Hashil, today's lesson is about solving and forming equations. The keyword we are going to use today are equation, expressions, inverse, and operations. Okay, let's begin. First, we are going to start with the two-step equation. So the equation you are going to get, it looks like something like this. This equation has got the left-hand side, which is this part, and it's got the right-hand side. So let's focus on the side with x, this side. Okay, here x has got a friend and a family. Okay, so family is closer to x, which is 3 in this case, and then it's got a friend, which in this case is plus 2. Now, what you have to do is, first you need to get rid of friend. How you are going to get rid of friend? By doing the inverse operation, by doing opposite what the friend is. In this case, the friend is plus 2. So we are going to do opposite plus 2, which is minus 2. And remember, whatever you do in one side, you have to do it to the other side, because you have to be fair on both sides of the equations. You have to keep the balance. So, okay, let's see what's going to happen. You take away 2 from both sides. So on this side, plus 2 and minus 2, they will cancel out. And then you are going to be left out with 3x on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you're going to end up with 23 minus 2, which is 21. Now, next step, we have to see what we got rid of the friend. Now is the 10 for the family, 3x. Okay, think about what is 3 is doing to x. That's correct, 3 is timesing. So if we want to get rid of that, we have to divide by 3 both sides. So we divide this side by 3, we divide the other side by 3. Remember, you have to be fair to the both sides. Now, on this side, when you divide it by 3, the 3's are just going to be cancelled out. So times 3 and divide by 3 cancel out, and then you just get x, and the other side you get 21 divided by 3, which is 7. There we go. That's your answer. X is equal 3. Sorry, x is equal 7. Next. So here is your question. First, you have to get rid of friend, which in this case is minus 7. So you have to do opposite minus 7, which is add 7. Both sides. Okay, and then you end up with 2y is equal 10. Remember, when you do the opposite side, they're just going to cancel out each other. So minus 7 plus 7, they cancel out each other. Now, next, you have to get rid of the family, 2y. So what is 2 doing? Timesing. So you do opposite timesing, which is dividing. And then in this case, times 2 and divide by 2 cancel out each other. And then you end up with y only on left hand side, and on right hand side you end up with 5. Okay, here are 2 questions for you to try. Have a go on the first question. Here is the first question, and then we are going to check the answers together. Pause the video and have a go. Once you're ready, play it back again. Okay, hopefully everybody started by doing minus 9 from both sides, and then divide by 5 from both sides. X equal 2. Okay, next example. 7x minus 1 equal 6. Have a go on that question. Pause the video, and once you are ready, play it back on again. Okay, let's see if you got the correct answer. Hopefully everybody have started with plus 1 on each side. Then you end up with something like that, and then divide by 7 on both sides, so you get x equal 1. Okay, here is another example where there is negative sign involved with the family of the x, if you like. Can you see the family of x has got the negative sign? So that's the only difference to this example and the previous example. So again, we're going to start with getting rid of the friend, which in this case is -7. So how can we get rid of -7? That's correct, by doing the opposite operation, inverse operation. So opposite -7 is +7. So when you do that, you get rid of the friend. So that -7 and +7 will just go away. They will vanish. And then you end up with that. Now we need to get rid of the family. What is the family doing to y? That's correct. It's timesing. So it's -2 times y. How can we get rid of -2 times? Yes, that's correct. We do -2 divide. So divide by -2. That's what we do. When you do that, the -2 and -2 cancel out each other. Times -2, divide by -2, they cancel out each other. And then you get y, and then 10 divided by -2 gives you -5. Okay, here is an example for you to try. Have a go, pause the video. Once you finish, we go through the answers together. Right, okay. Hopefully everybody started by taking away 9 from both sides. That's the first correct step. And then the 9s cancel out each other. +9 and -9 cancel out each other. And then you end up with -3c is equal -6. Now, you have to get rid of -3 times. So you have to divide it by -3, both sides. On this side, -3 and -3 cancel, and then you get -6 divided by -3, which is 2. Right. Let's move on to the next example. Here you have to form and then solve the equations. In the previous lesson, you learned how to form an expressions. But here, the only thing is you have to form the equations. So if you read the question, you can see it's talking about the perimeter. So as soon as you see that word, you know that you have to add those numbers together, all the sides. And then it tells you that's equal to 42. So that's what you get. That's the perimeter. All the sides add to each other, equal to 42. That's your first mark for forming an equation. Second mark is for simplifying your equations. So you put all the x families together, all the numbers family together. So when you put the x families together, you have 1x there, 1x there, 1x there, and 1x there. So you have 4x plus 6 because you have 10 positive and 4 negatives. So plus 5 gives you 10 positive, and -2 and -2 gives you 4 negative. So you have positive 6 equal 42. And then you just solve that equation as you do all the time. There we go. Okay, here is an example for you to try. Pause the video and then we go through the answers together. Okay, so hopefully everybody that did that to form the equation, that side at that side at that side is equal to 24, the perimeter. Now you simplify it, you get 3t plus 6 equal 24, and then you just solve the equation. And your answer is t is equal 6. Okay, here are some questions for you to try. Try those questions, take a picture, and then upload it on ClassCharts. Have a good rest of the day.